So David De Gea wasn't really at fault for the goal, was he? I thought he had a solid game. He didn't really have much saves to make, really. I'm going to say 6.
6, yeah, I'll say 6 is fair.
Not
6.
criticising him, but he just didn't have a lot to do, did he?
The goal wasn't his fault, so I can't really...
What do you think, 6? You agree with that?
6 is fair.
Yeah,
6 is
I
fair.
agree with that. All right, Valencia right back. I thought he was solid. I know the goal came down his side there with what we conceded. Maybe we could have done a bit better, but he showed fight, he showed heart, he showed spirit. The whole back four I thought was immense, but I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a heart. 7, 7.5. 7.5.
7. We'll try and keep away from the hearts, unless we completely disagree.
Cool.
7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
He was solid, wasn't he? He was good.
With Valencia.
Yeah.
It was solid. He's just done exactly what he does every week. Solid. Yeah.
Centre halves, Eric Bailly, so solid.
He is solid at the back, but you can tell he hasn't played for ages.
There was a few things where he done a bit too. Did you see when he done like a Maradona?
Oh, wait a minute, I'm watching this Zidane right now. I'm like, what?
But then he lost the ball straight after.
Exactly.
But he was solid, man. I know he scored an own goal. I still haven't actually seen it back, but I know he scored an own goal. But I'll give him an 8, man. He was solid.
8. I'll agree with that. I'd agree with that.
I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, an 8.
Yeah.
He tried to do, try to lift it over underneath him, but an 8.
Yeah, solid. Chris Smalling, I thought he was good today. He won his personal battles. He won his headers, tackles, blocks. He was organised.
He was.
8.
8 again.
Because we've defended really well today, innit?
They stuck together.
Yeah.
Smalling, 8, definitely, yeah.
Ashley Young. Now, I think it's a bit of a weird one. It'd be interesting to see what you lot think, because there was times in the first half where I thought he was poor. I thought he was bad in possession. He gave the ball away quite a bit. But in terms of getting up Salah and making sure he didn't have an impact on the game, I thought he did pretty well. I'll say a 7.
7.
What do you think?
7 is fair.
Yeah.
Because he had a bit of a up and down in the game.
It was up and down, but on the whole, he's managed to keep one of the probably the top scoring player in the league quiet. Not just him, it was a collective, Bailly kept him quiet as well, and there was a lot of tackles put in on him, and he didn't have a lot to do.
No, he didn't. He made a
but
lot of interceptions as well.
So 7, Ashley Young.
7. Jose done, put him there for a reason. Experience, 7.
At least it wasn't like, that's why Shaw should have been starting. I think Ashley Young did enough to make that not happen today.
Always going to be mistakes,
but
so
he wasn't
7.
amazing, but 7, innit? Yeah.
7.
Into midfield now, I'm going to start with McTominay. I thought he was outstanding. I thought he showed maturity, he showed determination, he showed passion, he showed fight, all of that stuff. I'm going to give him an 8.
8, I'd say.
Yeah.
He did
solid 8 as well.
He was a solid 8.
Yeah.
He controlled the midfield. He was getting stuck in, and basically, not even forget the Palace game, because that was an off game.
And he to pick himself up from that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect way to pick yourself up. So solid 8.
What do you think? I mean, McTominay was solid. He was good today, man.
One of the best games I think I've seen him play in a United shirt,
Yeah.
and hopefully more to come. So yes, an 8. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, solid 8. No arguments there. Matic, I thought he was immense as well. I think another good solid 8.
8 agree.
Nothing really to say on that. He was just solid.
He was solid. He held the midfield. He was making some good runs.
It was like the Matic of before he started running out of steam a little bit and dipping in form. It was the start of the season match where we were just like, what a bargain.
Matic, well, he just picks every ball up.
Yeah.
Big fat solid 8, because the guy is solid.
Yeah.
He should have been at United a long time ago. But yeah.
So he gets an 8. All right, into the forward players now. Rashford, for me, he was brilliant. Obviously, 2 well-taken goals, especially the first one, off Lukaku's flick. He does like a little Cruyff turn off his left foot onto his right and just bangs it in the bottom corner. To me, that was a brilliant goal. The second goal was well taken, just focused on it, a lot in front of him. He's got to be a 9 for me.
Has to be a 9. He stood out. The way you take those goals, that's just clinical, bro. That is deadly. That's what a striker does. I'll give him a solid 9. He has to be.
He could even be a 9.5 if we're getting really excited, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. But solid 9.
Oh yeah, solid 9. It was my end as well when he just done that little flick, and
good, innit?
That's why he got picked.
Yeah, I'm going to go on to Mata. That overhead kick chance he had, like you said, you was celebrating it before he even got to him, but well picked up by Sanchez. And you just think, I stood up before because I'm thinking this is it. Oh my God, what a goal! He did miss, but I thought he was good today. Didn't set the world alight, but I thought he was solid. He did a lot of defensive work. I was very surprised at that.
I thought we saw him at right back quite a lot, and I was thinking, like, what's he doing at right back? But he did well.
And he put in a shift, didn't he? He did well.
He did.
7.
I'd say 7's fair for now.
7. He was good.
7. Yeah. I got told at half time that the ball come from behind, like it was from behind him.
So it was quite hard, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite hard, but yeah, 7.
7's a fair one, isn't it?
I thought he played well today, Matt.
Alexis Sanchez, now, he's do you know what? He's been up and down. He gives the ball away a hell of a lot. He did it at Arsenal. We're not shocked at that. He gives the ball away a hell of a lot. But saying that, for me, he works his socks off. He played a lot of good forward passes today to get people into channels. And when he did lose the ball, there were a lot of times where he won it back. He works tirelessly. He's sharp on the turn. I'll say a 7.
Yeah.
I don't think higher than that, because there were times he did lose the ball a lot. He was quite wasteful. There were times we just needed him to just keep it, especially in the second half. And he was just giving it away. But on the balance of the whole game, because I thought he had a really good first half, I'm going to say a 7.
Yeah, I'll go 7. At first I was thinking maybe 6, but you know what? Considering his work rate and he kept fighting for the ball, I'll give him a 7.
And we've got the result, so you know what I mean. 7?
I'm going to be awkward here.
Oh, here we go.
Last week,
Yeah.
I was sung in praising him, didn't
Yeah.
I? I'm going to give him a 6 this week. Like,
You give him a 6?
yeah, 6.
It's 2 to 1.
I don't
It's a
care.
7.
I don't care. Nah,
I
to
can
me,
see. No, do you know? I
like,
can see why, because he does give the ball away like he did today.
the
But
player that he is, he shouldn't be letting stuff like that go. He should be scoring.
he's not even getting shooting chances
He's
at the
not
minute.
even getting nothing.
But he is turning provider. Like he was part of a lot of key passes today.
Do we want provider?
Yes.
Was he brought in to be a provider? He was brought in to be a goal scorer as well.
No,
wasn't
then he could be both. He could be both. So you're saying 6?
he? Yeah, I'm saying 6.
All right,
I'm keeping, but that obviously it's going to be a 7.
It's going to be a
because
7, but
it's
you are.
2
It's
on 1.
interesting. Fair enough.
It's 2 on 1.
Fair enough. All right, Big Rom. I thought this might divide opinion. I'd say a 9, because he was part of both goals. Without him, both goals don't happen. And to show that when he doesn't score, just how he works his socks off. I thought his hold-up play was a lot better today. His link-up play I thought was good today. People might say, "Oh, how are you giving him a 9? He didn't score it." 8.5.
8.5.
You have to agree with me, but I'm saying 8.5.
I'll go with 8. I'll go with 8. He off the
8
ball,
or 8.5?
8. I'm going to say 8. Off the ball, like you said, he brings others into play, and he's a nightmare for defenders. He's big, strong, and what he likes to do, he'll knock the ball so far ahead of him, and he'll just run through it. He's gone. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. I'll give him a solid 8.
Yeah. So you're saying solid 8. I'm saying 8.5. What are you saying? Because this is the deciding factor.
A 9. A 9. The guy is just, his work rate is phenomenal. You know that. Everyone else knows that. You know, he is turning into the player that United need. He bullied Lovren at the back today. Bullied.
And Van Dijk.
Bullied. You know, and his hold-up play is just becoming amazing. You know what I mean? As you said, without him, them 2 goals wouldn't have been.
Okay, so you're saying a 9. I'm saying 9, 8.5, 8. We'll go in the middle. We'll say 8.5. 8.5. So we look at the substitutes that come on. Yeah. Fellaini. Did all right. There was a lot of boos when we came on for Rashford, because a lot of people didn't want Rashford to go off. But 6. Well, 7. I think 6. I don't think he's done amazing.
6 is fair. 6 is fair.
6?
6 is fair.
Yeah,
6 is fair.
He brought the ball down a couple of times, held it well, won a couple of fouls.
Yeah, he did.
I think to say a 7, I don't know if he was on longer maybe, but I think
If he was on for the second half, maybe a 7, but I'll say a 6.
6. What do you think of Fellaini?
5.
You thought he was poor?
Yeah. Don't want him at United.
Look, forget whether you. That's not what we're talking about here.
5.
How did he play when he come on?
He didn't really do
5.
anything. Like, as soon as he come
He
on,
won
he
a
was
few
on the
free kicks. He brought the ball down a bit.
5.5 then. That's my opinion.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's what it's all
Okay.
about.
All right.
Everyone's
Yeah,
opinions.
it's
Do
all
you know
about
what I mean?
opinions, that's true.
It's opinions.
Okay, so you're saying
5.5
5.5. You're saying 6. I'm saying 6. So we'll go over 6. But again, it's interesting.
that's
5.5. Who else come off the bench? We won't say about Darmian. Forget him. Lingard. It wasn't long left in the match. Can't get higher than a 6, can he?
6. If he had at least
Maybe a 5. Well, 5 because you start on a 5. I don't know. 6. All right, we'll give him a flat 6. He wasn't really involved. There wasn't much for him to do.
he was on for it. Yeah.
No, it's got to be a 5. It's got to be a 5. Not because he was rubbish.
He just didn't
Just
have long
because he
enough.
just didn't have long enough to get part of the game.
Can't be involved in a game for 10 minutes
Unless you score.
Exactly. But he weren't. You know, you can't. Nobody wants to go on at the last 10 minutes. So yeah, a 6. You know, that's it. Yeah. Obviously, forget Darmian.
I forget Darmian. -4. We'll go for a 5. We'll go for a 5 with Lingard because he wasn't on long enough to impact him in the game. But that wasn't because he played rubbish, just because he wasn't on long. We want to know what you guys think. Today's been an absolutely massive win for us. It's huge. The fans are still buzzing. When it comes to player ratings, there's always divided opinion. Always. We all watch the same game, but we get so much different outcomes. I want to know what you guys think. Drop your views in the boxes below, guys. Cheers for watching.